everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor Haselton. This video is part 2 of the scrapbook tutorial. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and check it out. At least I recommend you watch that before watching the second one. You can find it right here on my YouTube channel. So when we left off last time, I was showing you guys how to create your interior, and we're doing a lemon scrapbook paper. So here is the interior all finished. I'm trying to make this video not really long, so a lot of this stuff I have finished ahead of time, but I will explain how I created it and how I got there. So in order to get the duplicates, all you have to do is select it and hit Control D, or in the top right hand corner there is a duplicate option. The more you highlight, then the more it will duplicate. So if I highlight 2 of them, it will duplicate 2. And I did 8 of each page, since there are 5 different designs, to get to 40. And then what you want to do is hit share, and then you want to go to download. And I'm not going to re-download it since I already did, but once you select download, you want to download the PDF standard or PDF print. They both work fine. And this is what you'll be uploading to KDP. You also want to download, if this is how you decide to do your cover, which we'll get to in this video, one PNG image of each design that you have. And you would just go to download, select PNG, and select the page number that you want to download. So that is all set. So moving on to the cover, we're going to go to the KDP cover calculator. So the KDP cover calculator you can find on Google or throughout your dashboard, and it is super helpful to figure out dimensions and everything else you could need. So I already filled out the information. You just fill out all of the different items with whatever you're creating. So this matches exactly what we create, or what we are creating right now. And then you just hit calculate dimensions. And then once you hit that button, it will open up a bunch of information, and you can even download a template if you would like to. So what you want to do for Canva for your cover is copy and paste this width and height for the full cover, because we want to do the front and the back and the spine, because that's how you upload to Amazon KDP. So then we head on over to Canva and we do create a design. And after you click that, you're going to go to custom size, change it from pixels to inches, and then you're just going to type in or copy and paste exactly the size that it listed after you put in all of your information into the size calculator. So I'll just go back to double check, yep, and then create new design. And it should open up a brand new tab of a blank white Canva sheet to work on. And you can name it whatever you would like to. I definitely recommend staying organized, as it's so much easier to keep track of things if you're not constantly searching for something. So I don't recommend leaving a lot of them untitled or have random names. We'll just go here at the top and we'll just do lemon cover. I'm just going to keep it very simple for now. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to go to elements, because I want to get an idea of where my spine is. And if you download a template, that's a great idea to figure it out. You can upload the template to KDP, make it transparent, and look at it that way. But sometimes I'll just do this square element here, and I'll just click on it and it will show up on my sheet. And then I'll just make it smaller so it's not so thick, and I'm going to make it go all the way past the top and the bottom of the page. So that way there is no extra space. And I'm going to hit position, center. So now the spine is going to be directly in the middle. So the spine is not going to be as thick as this, I already know that, but it's going to be right in the middle. And sometimes I like having the little border on the sides. So that is one thing that I will do. And then I'm going to add another one. And this one I'm going to put in the middle on the right side, which is where the front of the book is. So the left side is the back, the right side is the front. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because this is where I'm going to put our title. Put it in the middle. Perfect. So next I'm going to add some text. And I want to change these colors. I don't really like the gray that we have there. So for now, let's change it to black. And we'll change this one to black as well. And then we'll add some text. Let's add a heading. We'll do lemon scrapbook we're just going to do that. Let's lemon scrapbook. We're just going to do that for now. Just want to give you guys a rough idea on how to create your own covers, so you can do this on your own. You can put it right there, and then you can change the font by hitting this left button up here, sort of on the left hand side, or you can type them in. If you don't have the pro version, then you won't have as many options, but it's okay. There are still plenty of options to be successful and have an amazing cover. So I'm going to go with this font for now. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Move that down. I'm going to put them both in the middle. Make sure that this one is in the middle, and then move the second one. Perfect. So now this is one of my favorite ways to do scrapbook covers. So I'm going to go to uploads, and those images that you downloaded before, this is where you want to upload them. So hit upload media, and then upload your images here. As you can see, I have all of them right here. I'm not going to go through every single one because you just repeat the same process. And again, I don't want this video to drag on forever, but I want you to get all the information you need to do this on your own. So all you do is upload the images by just clicking on them. I'm going to do 2 of them here so that you can get a rough idea. And I just go down the line. And you'll want to make them about big enough so that way they fit all the way across. So these are going to be too thin for them to evenly be spaced. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see. And I just line them all up with each other. So in order to get it to not cover the actual title of the book, I'm going to highlight them, position to the back. And do the same thing on the other side. And I would do that all the way across. I'd make sure they're the same size, and that is exactly how I would do this cover. You can add more information like 8.5 by 8.5, 40 pages. You can literally do whatever you want for the cover, but this is one great way, in my opinion, to create covers for this type of book, but everybody has their own opinion, so do whatever you feel is best and whatever is going to sell for you and whatever makes you happy. This is your own project, your own book, your own masterpiece. So I'm going to move on over to the actual cover that I created for this scrapbook. As you can see here, I did all of them across the top. I added more on the right side because some of it will be cut off due to the margins when printing the book. And this is exactly what we're going to be uploading. So hit share, download, and download the PDF standard or PDF print. And then you want to head on over to your KDP dashboard. And once you're there, hit create. And that will open up a brand new screen, and it's going to give you a few different options on what you can create. So we're going to be doing a paperback book. You could do hardcover, but I don't really see the point of that in my opinion, but each to their own. I think paperback for scrap paper or scrapbook paper pads are better just because they're going to be cutting the pages out anyways. I don't think they need a hardcover. An ebook I don't really think would be useful. So hit create paperback for the paperback book. I did already pre-fill out and do all of this. I'm going to go through how I did that. So I'm not going to select that since I already have it open in another tab here. So I did fill all of this information out already, and that's because I'm trying to save time for this video, but I'm going to tell you exactly how I figured out what I did. So for the book title, it has to be something that's on your cover or on your spine or on your spine. So I have lemon scrapbook paper, so that's what I'm going to put. For the subtitle, I did 20 sheets double-sided, 8.5 by 8.5 craft paper pad for scrapbooking. I included this beginning part because I noticed a lot of people had it who had really high-selling books, and that's exactly the size and what my scrapbook is. So that's why I included it. And then craft paper pad for scrapbooking is just some other keyword, something different than the book title for me to include. For author, you can do your name or your own pen name. I'm not going to share any pen names. You know, I'm trying to be really careful about people duplicating work, so that's why this is going to be very basic things for this video, but I want to give enough information for you to be able to create all of this on your own and be successful. So for the description, it definitely could use some more detail, but this is just a basic description if you're learning and trying to figure out what to do. So I bolded the great quality scrapbook paper and bolded the features, and I listed them out. I did only add one sentence here, and this isn't even accurate. I was considering before doing a like a whole new description and things like that, but I figured I will save that for later. So this is what I created when I first uploaded this book and put everything in, so I'm going to keep it that way. But it said coffee loving because that is another idea for a scrapbook paper, so that is why it said that instead of lemon. So there we go. I am very excited. I'm in a program right now, learning a ton of new things about KDP, how to make descriptions better, and keywords and titles, so I'm very excited to teach you guys all of that, or not teach, I'm not a teacher, but I'm very excited to share all of that with you guys, and take it as you will. But I did not use any of those tips or anything with this video because I already started this before I watched it, and I don't feel confident in them yet. These, I know I've made sales with scrapbook papers before, whether it's a lot or not, I've still made sales, so I'm going to keep going with that. But again, do your own research, do what works for you. But if you are just starting out and this is like your first ever book, you got to start somewhere, and I think this will be a great guide for you. So for keywords, I went to Amazon.com, and just like how we were looking for niches in the beginning in part 1 video, I looked up various terms that people were searching, I looked at the competition, and I added them here. And these are longer keywords. There's multiple ways to do keywords. I'm currently learning another way to do them. You can definitely check out my keywords video, or you can go and look at some other KDP YouTubers. There are so many different ways to do keywords. Just don't put one word in here. I did that in the beginning. Big mistake. For categories, I did scrapbooking and paper crafts. And I just think these are the most relatable. It's a scrapbook. You can do any category you want, but I definitely recommend sticking to something related to your book. So I did try to find one for lemons, and there really wasn't. There was one thing for fruit, but I felt more comfortable doing this because KDP does not allow you to put it into random categories. Like if I put this into basketball, I could get my account shut down, so I'm not doing that. And a good way to find them is going to BookBolt and looking at their category resource that they have there for free, and just typing in a word related to your book and it will pop all of this stuff up. I did low content book. I believe this is a low content book because it's just the same pages repeating. No adult content, so save and continue. Just gonna give it a minute to load. Sometimes KDP is a little bit slow along with my computer, so I apologize for any delay. You can feel free to fast forward if you want. So this is going to not have an ISBN because it's low content, and I did not buy my own for this. Print options, we're going to do premium color interior because people will be using this for scrapbooking most likely, and they're expecting color. Trim size, 8.5 by 8.5. Bleed, PDF only. This means that it will print outside the margins. And then matte for a cover. Honestly, you could do matte or glossy, but I'm just picking matte. Actually, it's matte. I don't know why I'm saying matte. I'm sorry, guys. So for manuscript, you upload the interior, which you downloaded as a PDF already. Book cover, you upload the PDF again. And then for the book preview, you just hit launch preview, and sometimes this takes a few minutes to load. I'm hoping it won't take very long because I've already uploaded and looked at this. Perfect. So on the left hand side, it says that fonts are not embedded properly, so I did not do that, but they fixed it for me, and they're showing me the preview, and honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm happy with it. I'm totally okay with that. There will be some white here, but I like having a little bit of a line there right around the spine. I don't know why, I just like it. And then you can hit thumbnail view or the arrows and see all of your designs. So I'm very happy with this. I'm going to hit approve. I definitely recommend scrolling down, looking at all your pages, making sure that everything is in line and nothing is cut off that you don't want to be cut off. I already went over that, so I'm not going to go all the way through. And then hit save and continue on the pricing. So again, I'm not going into insane detail because I just want to help you guys get a book out there. This is a guide, so hopefully in case you have questions, this will help answer them. But if I went into full detail, this video would be probably over an hour long. So all territories is what I'm going to do. Amazon.com is the primary marketplace. I'm located in the US and tend to do my most sales here. For pricing, you just type in whatever price you want. You can type in, let's do like $9.80 and just hit enter and it will recalculate all of them. So I'm going to do $8.99. You can figure out pricing by looking at competitors, figuring out what royalty you want. Really, there's so many ways to go about pricing. Just do whatever you think is going to be best. Cheapest isn't always best, and most expensive isn't always best. It really depends on the book and the target audience. So I'm going to do $8.99 for $1.74 royalty. Make sure you're making money in all of the other countries as well. And then you'll hit publish your paperback book. After you hit publish your paperback book, it's going to have this little saving icon, and then eventually it'll say successful. There we go, if you did everything correctly. And then it will bring you back to your dashboard and a little pop-up that says your paperback has been submitted, and now you just wait. There isn't really anything you can do right now. It can take up to 72 hours, it says in this little description here, but sometimes it doesn't take as long and sometimes it takes longer. And then your book will be right here on your dashboard. So I really hope that this was helpful. I really love doing this channel and making videos, so please let me know if there's a video you would like me to do, and feel free to check out any of my other YouTube videos that I have. I greatly appreciate the support so much. You guys are truly incredible, and again, if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I highly recommend watching part 1. So thank you for watching and listening. I hope you have a fantastic day.